Hello and welcome to the ENSE YouTube channel. I'm Neil Robertson and I'm joined by ENSE CEO Bob Adams and Business Development Director Ben Sherriff to preview this year's Partnership Summit and Awards. Welcome both.
Thanks,
Good morning.
Neil.
It's great to have you here. Bob, let's kick it off with you. Nice loaded question to start with. What makes the ENSE Partnership Summit so unique in your opinion?
Well, what makes it so unique is it's not a conference. We're the only ones in the industry that don't have a conference. We have a partnership summit. We're there to do business. We're there to develop and better relationships, and we're there to help people grow their business and their knowledge.
Yeah, perfect. And Ben, we're now going to come over to you. And again, this is another very open-ended question. What were some of the highlights of last year's Partnership Summit for you, and what were the key takeaways?
I think the key takeaways would be that, we continue to grow, we continue to build awareness, and, through our collaborative efforts, that shows even better growth for the community.
Yeah, perfect. And, when you talk there about collaborative efforts, are there any kind of examples that you could give me of where you have been collaborative in the last 12 months and kind of the results of that?
I think the main thing you'll see in ENSE is when we talk about being collaborative, it's basically what goes on with the suppliers. You continue to see them staying in the group, building momentum, and those key partnerships that continue year on year.
Yeah, perfect. So, Bob, I'm curious to find out, and I think the viewers will be curious to know this as well. And again, this is another open-ended question for you. What's been going on within ENSE since the last Partnership Summit, and what updates do you have for us?
I think the key is we continually listen to what the community is looking for, and then enhance our offerings based on that. So then the platform that we offer helps suppliers gain more traction with the distributors, and helps the distributors again gain more knowledge to where they can gain more business in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm. And Ben, how do you feel that the commercial catering equipment industry has evolved over the last 12 months? What have been some of the standout developments from your perspective?
I think what we've seen in 12 months and probably last 18 months is there's been huge consolidation. It's something to watch, and then on top of that, we've had various organizations expanding in different marketplaces and coming into our marketplace, but technology is really the main focus point as well. So they're the two key points in the last 12 months.
Yeah, you're really big on the technology side of things. We've talked about that quite a lot, both in terms of what I've been writing and what you guys have been doing. Again, are there any examples of technology that have really impressed you, that have really caught your eye recently, and how, you think are going to really kind of shape the industry for years to come?
I think the key focus for what we do in ENSE, and we work with yourself on it, is AI is a big topic. It's something we have to embrace. The world's forever changing. And then how the equipment, how the suppliers, how the dealers are using that technology to advance themselves with communication, especially key points within the industry.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bob, just picking up on what Ben said there and tying it back to ENSE, and Ben has obviously alluded to it in his answer. How has ENSE changed and adapted to these wider industry developments, and how do you think you'll continue to adapt to them?
I think if you look over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had tremendous advances in technology because of what happened during the COVID period, and we were all forced to become more technology smarter, to advance ourselves, and so we've adapted through that in our communication and our training initiatives, to help distributors at all levels with that communication. And when I say all levels throughout an organization. And then you look at what it allows us to do, allows us to drive the message further, whether that's in any of the online initiatives that we do, whether it's in social media, whatever we're doing, we use that technology to the best of our availability, to help the entire community.
Yeah. And Ben, final question for you. What outcomes are you hoping for from this year's Partnership Summit and Awards? What would make it a success for you?
I think 4 years now in ENSE, what you'll see in the summit is what I've seen grow year on year. And that's really the energy in the room. It's something that's fantastic to see, to watch, to listen to, and the relationships on so many different points. You know, the key thing to the summit is quite simple. It enhances the business profitability, and the coming together and sharing each other's knowledge is just a bonus.
Yeah, I love that. That's a very very polished answer. I love it. And Bob, just to finish, what can visitors expect from this year's Partnership Summit and Awards?
I think business passion is the first thing that comes out. We're very passionate about what we do. We're very professional about what we do, but really what ends up happening at that partnership summit is just pure excitement.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can feel it in the room. You can cut it with a knife. There's so much energy and excitement in the room, and it's everybody wanting everybody else to succeed. And so it's really a neat forum that we put together, and a neat event that really drives our entire platform and drives everybody's knowledge and profitability moving forward for the next year.
Okay, perfect. Thank you both so much for your time, and I think I speak for all of us when I'm really looking forward to it, and I guess we'll see all the members there.
See you
Thanks
there.
for your time today, Neil.